Come on in, come on in, come on in. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? Percolating? What's really good in the hood? Is your man Theo Butler. And yes, this is a confusing episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with Rock Women Nation. Yes, before we begin, y'all already know how we get down. Click, like, share, subscribe. If y'all liking these midday episodes, y'all let me know. I keep bringing them. We stomping like a big dog all the way to 900. Yes, we are. We're trying to get there before December 31st. So click, like, share, subscribe, please, if you can. If you can. Yes, y'all see the title. I'm confused. I wasn't going to do a video on this, but I'm confused at it. I'm very, very confused. Y'all know I'm a college football fan. I'm a football fan. That's what we are. Die-hard Georgia Bulldog fan. Y'all ain't hear me talk about nobody else. Y'all didn't. I talked about the SEC and I kept that thing right there. So you know what we got to do this morning. That's a good coffee. We got to break this thing down. I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm going to start off today's show with, yes, I'm talking about college football before I get to what I'm known for. Y'all might not know this about me, but I'm like I said, I'm a huge football fan. I'm a huge football fan. And if this was a different world, a different life per se, I probably would be an official in football, professional football. If this were a different life, I would probably be an official at college football. If this were a different life, in essence, I'm a trained football official. I am. You sit up there, when you know how to call the game, you watch the game differently on Saturdays and Sundays and everything like that. You be looking like that. That's why it's hard for me to how can I put this? It's easy for me to be fair. Can I just say that? It's easy for me to be fair. Got the whistle, been trained, football, basketball. It's easy for me to be fair. Georgia Bulldogs, they didn't deserve to make it. They had their fate in their own hands. You win the SEC championship game, you're in. They didn't win. So I kind of knew things would have to happen a certain way for them to make it to the college football playoffs. One of those things was Florida State had to lose. Florida State had to lose. Texas had to lose. They needed everybody that was ranked that could have been problematic to lose. That's not what happened. Texas beat Oklahoma State. Washington beat Oregon. FSU beat Louisville with a third-string quarterback. I didn't do a video on this leading up to the game. I didn't feel I needed to because I just knew in my heart, in my mind, that somebody that makes big dollars was going to say what was right, say what was accurate, not what folks wanted to hear, not what folks like. And I'm watching everybody on ESPN say everything else but. If you work at ESPN, I'm throwing you up under the bus. If you work at CBS Sports, I'm throwing you up under the bus. If you work for the college football committee, I am slinging, not throwing, I'm slinging you up under the bus. Theo, how? First of all, let me say this. I am a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan. It's all about the G. That's what that is at the end. It ain't about nothing else. I don't care about nothing else. It's about the G. But what are one of the things we like? Well, we don't see it. Keep that same energy. Right. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's the way I like to look at it. Now, that said, just because I like to call it down the middle, while I would like to think that other folks would call it down the middle, I've been living long enough to know, no, just because you want to do stuff the right way, don't mean other folks want to do it the right way. Now, y'all know me. When I jump off into things, I jump off into things willy-nilly. I got quite a few pair of football cleats. These are the cleats I wear when I want to represent Georgia. Yes, I spend my money. I spend my money. During the month of October, I take the football field. I want to salute the service. Marine Corps veteran, want to salute the service. We're taking the field in October. We want to look out for our women. Breast cancer awareness and everything like that. Yes, it is what it is. We got these cleats. Been rocking. That's what we do during November. But I live in Tallahassee, and while Tallahassee might feel some type of way about me, that's Tallahassee's issue. Me for mine, I love my city. During homecoming, when FSU got a homecoming game, yeah, I show the Seminoles some love. I know y'all like, damn, Theo, you got a lot of cleats, don't you? I got more than that, actually. What's going on? What's the T'Challa rocking Panther Eyes and Teeth in the 4th issue limited series? Jairus, what? I don't know, man. Listen, somebody wrote it that way. Superman walked around without red drawers for a minute. Batman walked around without black drawers for a minute. Jairus, I don't know. I had the same damn question. First of all, it was a 4-issue limited series. Can I stop right there? It was a 4, so I don't know. Got cleat collection for every case. Yeah, so Georgia lost. Alabama won. Florida State won. As I alluded to, I kind of got smoked this morning. I'm throwing a flag on the play. Quite a few people. ESPN, CBS, Fox News. I don't know why I got to be the one to do it, because as I look all over social media, no one has still raised this point to y'all. Stephen A. Smith, Kurt Herbstreit, y'all had, it was more than y'all, had so much to say about TCU getting blown out by Georgia last year. And you used that. You beat that over the head to justify. Don't act like you didn't say it. Because right now, I see you, Stephen A. Smith, talking about Florida State shouldn't have got in. Then you should have kept your mouth closed. Or you should have at least been more articulate in regards to speaking about TCU, because you carry a lot of weight. You didn't. All y'all wanted to talk about was how TCU got blowed out by Georgia. You know what? As a Georgia Bulldog fan, I enjoyed the hell out of that ass whooping. I did. But you know what y'all keep missing? Michigan fans might be mad when I say this, but I'm going to be like this. An argument could be made that Michigan today is yesterday's Notre Dame when it comes to playing in the college football playoffs. An argument could be made, a debate. Hey, that Michigan, every time they sniff, get in the college football playoff, they whiff. Okay, we don't think about that. Georgia beat the hell out of Michigan 2 years ago. Okay, that's too far back. The same team that folks want to talk about is using for justification for Florida State not being in the college football playoff, TCU, they beat Michigan's ass last year too. None of y'all talked about that. All you kept talking about, and I'm so pissed at each and every last one of y'all, because quite a few of y'all backpedaling. No, you should have spoke on it like you were supposed to. You didn't. You kept focusing on Georgia and TCU. You never mentioned Michigan unless it was to talk about the damn scandal. You never talked about the fact that TCU beat Michigan's ass last year in the semifinals. You never did. None of y'all did. None of you. First things first, ESPN, Get Up, First Take, Mike, none of y'all. None of y'all. All you talked about was how TCU got blowed out by Georgia. A few of y'all talked about how Ohio State, with a third-string quarterback, still managed to make it do what it do. A few of y'all, but none of y'all talked about TCU beating Michigan. Didn't they beat Michigan last year? Didn't they? Didn't they? Each and every last one of y'all, so-called analysts, so-called college football reporters, each and every last one of y'all owe Florida State University a damn apology. And you also owe TCU an apology, because just talking about the fact that they got destroyed by Georgia, you're not giving them any credit for beating Michigan. That's the epitome of being more worried, more concerned about views than accuracy. Let me keep up with these notes. Atlanta Falcons. Oh, you brand new. Can somebody tell Jarrett's in the comment section who's my favorite professional football team? I'm good God Almighty Jesus. I don't. Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta. You know, I've actually, the team that I love, the professional team, I've actually used their merchandise in more than one video just to dry off my hands. The Falcons. Hell no. The Falcons? Oh, you hurt my feelings when you said that. First and foremost, let's just understand this. I was born in New York. I probably got more in common with Juju. I was born in the Bronx. Born in the Bronx. I'm a Yankee. I am. I know I got a Southern twang to me. I'm a Yankee. I go back there with Bucky Dent and Reggie Jackson. Yeah. I catfish hunter. I go back there with them. I did when we had the satin. It was satin. It was made out of satin. Juju, you remember them satin blue Yankee jackets? I was living in New York back in the day when the Jets went from their white helmets to their green helmets the first time. Yeah. So Georgia Bulldogs, yeah. Bulldog. I'm a Taurus. Bull. My first name starts with a G. Gerald. It's real easy. My favorite color is red and black. See how they go. But we don't want to stay on that and everything like that. I just really want to touch on the fact that I'm ashamed, to be perfectly honest with you. Because even as it stands right now, today's date is what? January. Let me say, damn, January. I'm already in 2024. Here we stand, December 5th. And while you have so many sports analysts, Booger McFarland, and Booger is consistent. Shout out to Booger McFarland. He's 38 hot. But you had so many folks had so much to say about Florida State. And I'm like, y'all covered the Michigan TCU game last year. How in the hell did you cover the Michigan TCU game and you can't seem to remember that TCU beat Michigan? Unless you got an agenda to push. Unless you low-key don't want the ACC in it anyway. That's the only thing that I can think of. Unless all the theories, all the rumors, all the speculation, all the innuendo, all the accusations that people were throwing out there that ESPN does not support the ACC, that's the only thing I can think of because none of y'all talked about it. I just sit back and watch. I just sit back and watch. You can tell a lot about a person or situation based on what they talk about and what they don't talk about. A lot. You can. Let's keep it going. Tim Madison, better than being a Bears fan like me. I can't, I still remember the shuffling crew back in it's official. The Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building. It's official. Yeah, the Bears just going through something right now. Now, I look at the pendulum and swinging and everything like that. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Trust me when I tell you. Listen. And when it come back, you just know it's gonna be y'all turn. Now, what y'all do with it when that pendulum swing y'all way is up to y'all. Georgia, we got two national championships out of it thus far. That pendulum is gonna swing back. The Bears have been good more often than they've been bad. So I just believe the pendulum is gonna swing back y'all way. Definitely need another coach. What we talking about? We about to shift gears. Got cleat collection for every occasion. Man, listen, I I got a pair of black and yellow and black cleats in there. Like maybe one day I do a video on my cleats, but low key, my wife is still for me to go out there and play flag football. I believe I could at this particular age. I could, but it's the Rock With Me Nation. So yeah, we getting off into this thing. Moving right along, because like I said, I ain't want to keep y'all here too much. It's the midday lunchtime special. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about something. Kevin Feige, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say nothing else. Damn. I thought Batman and Robin was the death of superhero movie. No, you won't be quiet. And I want you to be quiet. I want you to stop talking. Matter of fact, the same media blackout y'all had around Derek Bozeman, I need the same media blackout around anything Disney related. Stop talking to folks. Stop. Theo, what do you mean? So, what we about to get into right now, and the reason why I'm saying stop talking is because of how I perceive this. Let's just go with it. So, we got right here, this comes from Gamer Rant. I know people like, that's not credible. You know what? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So Marvel Studios finally settles one MCU debate once and for all. And if y'all would like to read along with me, make sure, because I believe sharing is caring. If you know me, grow me, we're going to get this link right here. We're going to put it right here. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but y'all chose to be right here with me, so make it do what it do. Put that in there. Marvel Studios finally ends a debate. I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know it was a debate. I had no idea. I thought we already knew what was going on, because when the MCU came on the scene, what was it? The 1999. That's what that was, right? 1999. Then. And I don't know why we putting so much on what they said, right? So when Nate Moore went on Ringerverse and said that T'Challa would not be recast, he referred to the MCU as the 616. And Kevin Feige chose to double down on that's the 616. I know what that move was, and I'm so glad Marvel Comics has shifted away from that, supplant the comic books as the source material. Remember when I said ego? You got a big ego, a pretty big ego. You got a big ego. You do. Knowing that the movies, the MCU movies, were based off the comic books, you have somebody who admittedly does not, and see, this is what I say, shut up. Shut up, because you finna do something you don't know because you don't care. You have someone who admittedly wasn't a comic book fan, still ain't. You just look at what they got going on. Till they were 16. That's Kevin Feige. You don't understand what you're saying. You want the MCU to supplant the comic. So you want the MCU to be the source material for the comic books. And low-key, you was getting it like that. You was getting it like that for a couple of years. Low-key, you was, because they were capitulating. They were compromising. Then Marvel Comics started seeing they were taking an L on the comic book side of it. Because yeah, I don't, nobody has to convince me that John Ridley wasn't moving on behalf of the MCU in how he treated T'Challa. Nobody has to convince me of that. Nobody has to come tell me a story. Nobody has to tell me that he had a conversation. No. I can just see it in his writing. You ain't got to tell me that he was giving orders. You don't have to tell me that. I can look at his writing. Okay. Marvel Studios finally settles one MCU debate once for all. Marvel Studios finally puts a long time debate about the MCU to rest. But not everyone will be satisfied with the latest development. No, not everybody gonna care. That's the difference. Satisfied, caring, them two different things. Keep going here. One particular debate among MCU fans can finally be put to rest now that Marvel Studios, that's not Marvel Comics, Marvel Studios has given an official answer to it in their latest official handbook. I can't wait. Remember the handbooks we used to get from Marvel Comics? I can't wait till they come back and push back on this. Recently, Marvel released a book for the official MCU timeline, which has cleared up a lot of confusion among fans. No, it hasn't. It even fixed Spider-Man Homecoming timeline mistake. Good for that. Still, one problem has plagued MCU fans since the franchise's first film and has become more prevalent in the multiverse saga. No, it hasn't. Fans have wondered if the MCU takes place on Earth 616 or Earth 1999. Comic book fans know it takes place on Earth 1999. It's y'all MCU fans that's got a question. Shout out to Amani Villani, who low-key is starting to become my favorite MCU actress. Let me say that one more time. She's, period, point blank, period. She's starting to become my favorite MCU actress. Theo, why? Because she respects the source material. Marvel Studios, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and official timeline, made it official that the MCU takes place on Earth 616. Says who? Says who? Did we ask somebody that's just attached to the MCU? Did we ask somebody just attached to the comics? Or did we ask somebody that knows about the comics and the movies? I'm of the mindset you probably just asked somebody that give two damns about the MCU. It was initially believed that the MCU took place on Earth 1999. No, that wasn't a belief, that was knowledge. Because they said that wasn't a belief, that was knowledge, that was fact. Somebody who saw no significance in the King of Wakanda made that damn decision. And I'm supposed to. It was initially believed that the MCU took place on Earth 1999, and the only mainline comics universe would be Earth 616, as it was stated in the official Marvel handbook in 2008. 2008. Because we comic book fans. We've been had an official handbook since before the MCU was thought about. We've been had an official handbook since before Kevin Feige started reading comic books. Yeah, that part right there. It was stated in the official Marvel handbook in 2008 and once again stated by Miguel O'Hara in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Even Miss Marvel actress Iman Vellani has argued with Kevin Feige. Don't argue with a fool. Don't argue with a fool. That's a fool. That's a fool. Miss Vellani, you gonna make me start buying Miss Marvel comic books. I ain't lying. You know what? Let's. I'm gonna pick up Miss Marvel. See, that's how you get me. That's a comic book fan. I'm gonna pick up Miss Marvel when it debut. I really want to say it's gonna debut. I gotta call the comic book store. I think February, 4-issue limited series. I'm gonna rock with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Thank you so much. Somebody that's got respect for the comics. Saying that the MCU is on Earth 1999 while Feige said it was Earth 616. She got big cojones. She came in not bending the knee. She didn't bend the knee. She didn't capitulate. She didn't compromise. The dude hired her. I love her gravitas, if you will. The dude hired her, and she told him he's wrong. Not I'm finna kiss your ass. Not I'm finna just go along with what you say because you said it. I don't even give a damn that you're the boss. You're wrong. I love it. I'm an Iman Vellani fan. She's a can BPFG. Can we go support her too when her comic book come out? BPFG recast T'Challa. Can Rock With Me Nation? Can we go buy this comic book when it come out? Because I'm picking up what she don't give two damn. No, it is what it is. It is what it is. MCU fans have teased that they were set on Earth 616 before, but most fans figured that they were only references to the comic book universe. I can keep reading this. I put the link in here. Here's why I said, Kevin, you need to shut the hell up. Shut up. Don't say nothing else. To the comic book fan, when you make statements like this, you alienate us. To the comic book fan, when you make statements like this, you just gave us justification for not effing with the MCU, period. Because that's not our stuff. Low key, what you just told everybody, you're not concerned with doing it the way the comics are. Low key, what you just told everybody, the MCU is all about you and everybody else at Marvel Studios. You don't give two damns about the source material. That's wild. That means you're subject to take the characters that we fell in love with, that we've invested time and energy, and you're going to do it ever in the hell you want to do with them, because it's about Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios. It's not about Marvel Comics. Okay, well, you are a studio based off of a comic book company. You just told the comic book company and the comic book fans they were irrelevant. You just told the comic book company and the comic book fans that what you put out in the movies, by and large, is not going to be what they're getting in the comic books, which begs the question. If I'm a comic book fan and I like the comic books, why would I go see an MCU movie at this point in time? Based on your own comments, because I didn't make them. You just made it easy for me. You know what you just told me? You just told me not to F with y'all at all. Now it's going to be some people that call themselves comic book fans, but they're really MCU fans, superhero fans. They're going to keep going to go see what you put out, whatever you put out. But comic book fans, no, you just told us the MCU is officially separate from the comic books. Well, I'm a comic book fan. I'm not the only one. I'm a comic book fan. I can do fan fiction now. I ain't got to be worried about you no more. Recast T'Challa. That's not us. And when I say that's not us, let them do what they're going to do in the MCU. See what I just said? That's the MCU. Ain't got nothing to do. Okay. So now I know why I got Njobu instead of Sion. Now I know. Because that's something else over there. Now watch this. You'll get it right for who you care about, but you're gonna get it wrong for whom you don't care about. Don't think I'm not smart. You're gonna get it right for the characters you do care about, but the characters you don't give two damns about, you're gonna get it wrong. Fine, I'll stay over here. Thank you for the heads up, by the way. I appreciated that. Let me keep up with these notes. I've been reading her Fall of X run. She sounds like a listen. She got my vote. She got, like, I already had the action figure. I just wasn't. I did not watch Miss Marvel, Disney Plus, not comic book accurate. I didn't F with it. I didn't watch, but now we know why it wasn't comic book accurate. Like now I know why. So now I don't have to get my hopes up, hoping they're gonna get it right. No, that's something different over there. They got their own official universe over there. That's burning, by the way. It's on fire. It's on fire. I'm gonna let them be great. I'm gonna let them be great. The MCU fans don't. No, they don't. I'll buy her book for sure. Yeah, like, man, listen. When folks stick up for you, you got to stick up for them. That's the way I look at it. Folks, yep, they see the MCU as the main universe. None of us are buying what they selling at all. Like, I'm so glad they said that. I'm so glad, because now it's like this. Oh, you're an MCU fan. Your show over there. There's no reason for us Black Panther fan group, Recast T'Challa, Rock With Me Nation, Theo B, Nutella, Grand Madam Tarot, Keita. There's no reason for us to go back and forth with anybody regarding whatever they got in the movie. Hell with it. I don't care no more. Like, I know y'all be like, Theo, I don't. What for? What for? You know how egotistical that is. No, for real. Dead ass. Do you know whose face they're spitting in when they say that? You're like, Theo, it ain't that serious. Yes, it is. That's Stanley and Jack Kirby. Without Kevin, that's that LeBron James mentality, by the way. Without Kevin Feige having put in the time and effort that Jack Kirby and Stan Lee have put in, he wants to say his universe is equal to theirs. No way in hell. You don't even care like they care. You don't. That's like LeBron James, and I know I got LeBron James fan. That's like LeBron James coming out of high school talking about he was all ready to go. No, you were not. You're not the king of nothing coming out of high school. You got to put that work in and you got to earn it. Just because you say it enough times, just because you say it loud, don't make it so. Quite a few people believe that. I don't know why. But no, that ain't what that is. I don't know what we got going on. 15 years of, thank you. 15 years of movie don't trump 62 years of comic book. It don't. You talking crazy. Thank you for that one. That just separated MCU fans from comic book fans even further. What I would suggest to comic book fans is to not even F with the MCU, period. Anything you put out going forward, since you got the Cinema 616, anything you put out going forward, I'm suggesting that comic book fans don't F with it because you don't respect the creators of the comic books. Damn it, that says a lot right there. You ain't even respecting the creators. You're not respecting the creators of the comic book, nor are you respecting the creators of the comic book characters. That's a damn shame. That's despicable. Rain at Dust by Eve L. Ewing, issues 1 through 5, pre-order. Thank you so much for that, James. Thank you. James, are you on social media? Are you on X? Are you on X? Are you on Twitter? Because I would like to get that out to everybody, not just here in the group, but she got that coming out and everything. Put that out there on Twitter and everything like that so folks can see it, because she's doing a phenomenal job. I did say what I got to say. She's doing a phenomenal job. Speaking of doing phenomenal jobs, so y'all rocking with me like I'm rocking with you, like I'm rocking with you, like y'all rocking with me. So I got asked a question yesterday. I like to hear. Oh, I got asked a question yesterday. Challenge day. And truth be told, I don't have any of the books, the stuff that he was talking about. I don't have that. I got a lot of other stuff though. Like, I ain't got everything. I don't have everything Black Panther. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have every Black Panther comic book. I'm sorry. I don't have every Black Panther handbook that I don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm apologizing. I don't. You might have that which I don't have. If you got it, you got it. It is what it is. What have you done with it? With all the Black Panther stuff that you have, what have you done with it? Is it just in the house looking good for you to open it up and refer to it every now and then, read it, crack it open? You got it? Okay. Since Chadwick Boseman passed, what have you done with the stuff that you got? And no, I'm not necessarily, he know who I'm talking to. He know who I'm talking to. What have you done with it? No, seriously, for real. You got it. I don't have it. Have you done a video on it? For you to comment on any video I do on YouTube, you must first have what? A Google account. And access to YouTube, i.e. the YouTube app on your phone, laptop, tablet, desktop. Okay. Well, you got YouTube then. With the Black Panther stuff that you have that I don't have you educated people with it? I think that's a fair question. Because as you alluded to here, I just want to make sure I look at this right. What you said was, you bet challenge day. I did not have the Black Panther Ultimate Guide. You're right. I don't have it. I don't. I chose to spend my money on some other stuff, some other more than likely Black Panther stuff. Not to say that I don't need to get that. I just don't have it. It wasn't in my, how can I put this? It wasn't necessarily a priority for me. Now, you asked another question. Do I have Marvel Black Panther Wakanda Atlas hardcover book? No, I don't. I don't. You do, though. You do. What have you done with it? Now, the reason why I asked that question is not to say, well, to deflect. What I'm saying is this. I'm one person. I'm one person. I think the Rock With Me Nation, Recast the Charlotte Black Panther fan group, appreciate. I'm one person doing what I can with what I have. I'm one person with 4 children and a grandchild, wife. One person. As I said to you in the chat, I think a strong argument could be had that with me not being over 1,000, which means YouTube ain't putting no commercials in these videos. I don't have a sponsor. I'm willing to bet that where I'm at and the amount of Black Panther stuff that I do have, I've done quite a bit to educate folks. Black Panther, T'Challa, Wakanda, Chadwick Boseman, Derek Boseman, Marvel Studios, Marvel Comics. I think it's a safe bet. A safe bet that despite not having those 2 books, that despite not having those 2 books, those 2 periodicals, which I promise you I will get at some point in time, I'm willing to bet that I've done more with the limited amount of folks that are rocking with me and the limited to no money that I'm making on this channel than people that have twice as many people rocking with them. People that are officially getting paid by YouTube. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet. I might lose, but I'm willing to bet that I've done more, or at the very least, just as much as on this channel as people have done on their channel, and they 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 over. I think that's a safe bet. So it's one of those things where I got to ask the question. Is it about what I'm doing? Or is it about you trying to poke holes, i.e., illegitimize me as a Black Panther content provider? Which one is it? I got questions. Sharing is caring. If you know me, grow me. I don't think one time over here we talk about tearing each other down or it being about a damn contest. No, Rock With Me Nation. We uplift one another. And the whole thing about steel as iron sharpens iron, You're a man. You're a man, just like me. Flesh and blood, just like me. Prone to make mistakes, just like I do. I.e. not perfect, just like I'm not. I don't know you. There's no relationship there. This would be the epitome of John Ridley trying to convince comic book readers that Jai and T'Challa have been best friends for years. I don't know you, so why should I trust you? Especially after you came in hot with that whole Roland Martin thing on Saturday. There's no relationship built in. For me to be sharpened by you or anybody else for that matter, I have to trust you. I have to trust that you have my best interest in mind. I don't know you. You know who I do know though? You know who I do put my trust in every day, all day, twice on Sunday? I told you this last night. I hope you received it the way that it was intentioned. See, I've been let down by man throughout my life. Cats that I've trusted, cats that I thought there would be a long-term relation. Like we will always be friends. I will always be able to go to you for counsel. That's what I thought. Life don't work that way. Friends ain't always your friends. Life don't guarantee that loved one gonna be there for you to be able to get that counsel. But do you know who I can go get counsel from every day, all day, and twice on Sunday? Their sheath is never dull. Their blade, their iron is always hot. It's always sharp. It's God. This ain't no religious part of the video. No, I put my faith in he who has not ever turned his back on me. He who gonna keep me rising. He who gonna tell me faith without work ain't nothing. Believe in me and I got you. What you're asking me to do is believe in you as a man, and you ain't done nothing, said nothing yet for me to believe in you as man. But you want me to you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot. When you make statements I've never seen or heard. I got over 1,000 videos. You just started rocking with me. I don't think you watched every Black Panther video. You couldn't have. So there's no way for you to say never. Am I thin-skinned? Say that if you want to. Do I get offended when people come at me a certain type of way? But the discourse that I'm having on this channel, because I've had discourse on this channel and people get offended. You know what? I still ain't talked to you as hard as Roland Martin talked to us. I still ain't came after you as hard as Roland Martin came after us. I haven't, and I'm not going to do that. I don't have to. I can have a cordial conversation, let you know where you went awry as a commenter. Hopefully we can do better and move beyond it. Now, if I was Roland Martin, this conversation don't go that way. I didn't call you everything but a child of God. And I didn't ask you who you think you are to talk to me like that. That's how this conversation went if I'm Roland Martin. And if the Rock With Me Nation was of the similar mindset of some of the fans of Roland Martin, they would say some of the stuff that I would say. But that's not what we preach over here. In essence, what I'm saying to you is do better. Do better. Because while you looking at me from either have them 2 books, how far has the needle been moved in regards to folks knowing more about T'Challa, even without me not having them 2 books? But you got them though. You got them. So you check this live out. I expect to see a video from you today on your channel talking about stuff from them books. If not, if you're not going to do that, watch this one. If you're not going to do that, what you could do, since you want me to talk about them, I got other stuff I'm looking at. If you want me to talk about them books sooner than later, you can send them books this way, and I can do with those books what you may not have time to do. See how I did that? You might not have time to talk about those books. Notice I didn't ask you what you did not have. You wanted it to be about what I didn't have and what I didn't know. I didn't ask you about what you did not have. I didn't ask you about what you did not know. I simply made a suggestion. 2, actually. You got it. You know it. Talk about it. You ain't got the time to talk about it because you're a busy person. Send it this way. If I've done nothing else, because remember I told you, resources. Resources. I know, watch this. It was in a live. He commented on the video that I did yesterday. He commented on the live that I did yesterday morning. He commented on the live. Yeah. So, watch this one. Because I like this one right here. Like I said, you can send the book this way. You can send the book this way. But if I have not demonstrated anything else to those that rock with me on this channel, I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sharing. And I will put some hard work in. I will put some hard work in. Mind you, I didn't ask you if you had these. I know you ain't got this. I know you don't. It ain't the 2 folks got her, and it's me and Mr. Smith. But Mr. Smith got this because I got this. We sharing ideas. Mr. Smith got this. Mr. Smith got Eve Ewing's action figure. Who else got Eve Ewing's action figure? Because we're not talking about that. That was an idea, a discussion had between, started with Gray, right? Gray, member of the Rock With Me Nation, right? Came over to my side, right? And Mr. Smith put that work in. The needle's still moving. I don't have them 2 books that you talking about. I don't. The needles, we still doing some stuff though. We still doing some stuff that other folk not doing. Mind you, I didn't ask you if you had her. I already know the answer to that. That's one of the things you never talked about. You never talked about what I have done, which was crazy. First, rolling on Saturday. Then you're not talking about what I am doing. You're talking about the few things that I haven't done. So that means I got a 98 out of 100 or a 97 out of 100. That's still an A plus. Can I say it one more time? I don't have over 1,000 members of the Rock With Me Nation because I don't like that word subscribe. There's not 1,000 here. So here's the question that I would ask if I was going to ask you a question. What about them Black Panther YouTubers, content creators that's over 1,000? Did you go ask them? Did you go ask them? Because it's quite a few videos. Good God Almighty, Jesus! You talking about Tales of Wakanda? Hell, I've done videos talking about. Hold on, because y'all gonna be like, Theo. No, I had to go back and look. That's Legends of Wakanda. Like I've been doing Legends. That's what I've done. But it's folks well over 1,000. Well over. It's folks well over 1,000. Have you asked them what they've been doing? Or is it, I'm trying to figure out where all this concern came from me all of a sudden, because I'm here. Unless despite what the Rock With Me Nation numbers look like, because the actual factual is that we at 881. That's what the actual factual is. That's 881. Is the perception amongst the world out there that Theo bigger than that? Because I don't know. I only go with what I see. It's 881. I see 881. It's 881. It's 881. Now, if the perception is something different based on the world out there, somebody gonna have to tell me something. Because I just see 881. 881. And this, I'm not, it's 881. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say, honestly, you should be impressed. No. You should be impressed. You're not looking at the forest for the trees. You not. You're not. For you to come on over here and talk about what I'm not doing. I'm doing more than what them numbers say. Like that's it first and foremost. The 881, that's not a fair number when you, matter of fact, that number don't even compare to the amount of videos that I done put out. You got YouTubers way over 881 and ain't put out the amount of content, let alone Black Panther content that I have and D-Real have. So I have to ask the question, what's your motivation? What's your motivation? This is good coffee. What's your motivation? Because I'm scrambling to understand this point. Lives under a bridge built out. Listen, I be trying not to get into it with them like that, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to call folks out their name, because I don't think I'm trying to live my life in a better way. I talk about Chadwick Boseman a lot. I talk about God a lot. So I'm trying to make sure I do things a certain way. Be that which you want out of life. Let me give the respect that I want out of life, even if somebody coming from a whole different angle and everything like that. You giving bro too much energy. You've inspired so many of us, especially me, to get back into reading and collecting comics. I take that. So, see how that go? With that, Juju just shut me down. So you know what that means? I can't even talk about this no more. Because what he just said was actual factual. Like, Theo, that is what that is. And that's what I care about more than anything else. That book, them 2 books, 3 books, whatever, they don't move me. It's comments like that. It's the fact that I got Mr. Ray Smith in here and what Mr. Ray Smith is doing. See, maybe you are what D. Steezel says that you are, but it means more to me that somebody like Mr. Ray Smith, who used to collect action figures with his best friend, have comic book discussions with his best friend who passed away, it means more to me that he's doing something he used to do with his best friend. Damn them 3 books you talking about. Damn them 3 books you talking about. Juju's comment, a fellow Marine Corps veteran, a fellow New Yorker, that comment, damn them 3 books you talking about. That means more to me than anything in the world. I don't give a damn about that. I don't. The fact that it's 800 something people all talking about the fact that they love T'Challa, and more than enough, we don't even get caught up in ego like that. We don't. It's all about sharing and caring. Did you see the posters that Kamoyo Kid came up with? That he sent to me and D-Real, that me and D-Real want to get out to the rest of the Rock With Me Nation? I care more about that. I actually care more about, watch this, I care way more about representation, about how we view one another, how we treat one another, how we interact with one another, and how we conduct ourselves in regards to how the rest of the world sees us. Move like the kings and queens that we are, instead of moving like the thugs, pimps, hustlers, whatever we've fallen in love with. So priority, if I look at my priorities, everything that I just alluded to means more to me than the books you're talking about. I'm still gonna get them though. I'm still gonna get them though. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still gonna get them. But when I get them, that'll just be something else added. It won't be the end all say all. It'll just be another thing added, another layer added to the plethora of layers that I am and that the Rock With Me Nation is. So get in where you fit in. Man, I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much, man. Listen, we're going to keep making it do what it do in regards to this. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. We don't know everything. Neither, as I alluded to, D-Real knows more than I do. Mr. Ray Smith knows more than I do. But we're going to keep learning. And the more knowledge we get, the more knowledge we're going to bring, the more knowledge we're going to share and everything like that. And if you take nothing else away from this video, damn the MCU. Like, if that's the 616, essentially what Kevin is saying, we got the 616 over here, and y'all got the 616 over there. Okay, thank you. That clears up the confusion. Because what I was thinking that your universe was an alternate universe corresponding with the comics. No, what you're saying is your universe, that 616 exists outside the comics, ain't got a damn thing to do with the comics. Cool. I know now to stop looking for you to have anything related to the comics in it. That means I won't F with you. And that's why I say you need to shut up. And that's why I said Bob Iger needs to get you up out of there, because you're going to be the reason the MCU makes no more money. You just alienated the comic book fan. That's because low-key you don't see yourself as a comic book fan, and you low-key never gave two damns about the comic book. But you've already admitted that, though. You've already admitted that. So Bob Iger, this is what I'm saying to you. You need to get Kevin the hell up out of there sooner than later, or you won't be able to make any money with Marvel IPs. The worst thing that can happen to y'all right now, and you're at a tipping point, is that the fans no longer trust you. And that's where you're low-key at right now. Now, Kevin then got rid of the comic book fans. You watch this. You talk about inspiring somebody. He just inspired me not to give two damns about the MCU no more. He did. Because he can say what he wants to. That's not what that was in phase 1. That's not what that was in phase 2. Phase 3, he wanted to deviate. Okay, well, you got it. You got it. Just like I'm done talking about old boy, I'm done talking about the MCU. All my stuff will be comic book related going forward. Theo, what does that mean? I won't promote not one more damn thing in the MCU. You're gonna have to catch me on a cartoon. You're gonna have to catch me on a cartoon. You know what I thought about doing? I thought about watching Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and doing reviews on that on those episodes. I thought about watching Avengers Assemble and doing reviews on no cartoon series, but because that's the comic book. That's the comic book. Live action. I'm not doing that. These IPs can't survive all casual. They going to have to figure it out. Like, MF the MCU, it's already, yeah. I just bought Tales of Wakanda for you. Don't buy it. That's the Rock With Me Nation right there. Hey, don't buy that. But no, because I was. That's the thing. It ain't one of them things. My wife got purple yarn up here, y'all. I'm just sitting up here looking at it. I'm thinking about Wakanda. My wife got the purple. My wife got a right. I'll be sitting up here, I'm like, and I'm laughing. It's funny to me. Ray Smith, where was Silver Surfer crashing through Doctor Strange's sanctum? That's how, like I said, they keep that over there. They have at it. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? The only thing I'll be getting MCU inspired is the damn action figures. That's it. That's it. That's it. You done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't know. I just, people have a tendency not to, and that's why I was saying, I was like, okay, to be the guy that I am, first of all, you got to have an understanding, because I'm not single. You got to have an understanding wife to get that many damn action figures, or understanding spouse. Action figures not cheap. Shit. and I don't know if he know, but it's a lot. And then the comic books, it's a 2-for-1 special one. No, it's you collecting comic books, action figures, and you got Disney Plus. You might as well say I'm low-key working for Marvel, even though I'm not working for Marvel. And then all of them. I know for a fact, all them damn action figures right there cost more than that damn book. As a matter of fact, that book is probably the price of one action figure. So, but that's what moves the needle to me. Folks seeing a brother, because a brother having books, that's one thing. But a brother having most of the books, most of the action figures, yeah, I think that moved the needle more so than anything else. I think that moved the needle more so than anything else. So Juju, I'm not gonna talk about it no more after the day. Juju, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore after this video. We're gonna get back to some other stuff. Thank you. I listen to the Rock With Me Nation. I do. I listen to the Rock With Me Nation. So let me see. 616 should not be the movies like you say. I don't know why they so hard-headed on this decision. It's not clear that this not the, it is not clear. This not. I said before, and I the closest I can look at this is if I say, because y'all know I love football. If I look at Bob Kraft and I look at the New England Patriots, right? And I look at the head coach. Your vision, what got us Super Bowls before, that ain't what it is. You've never done a great job as far as finding wide receivers. You haven't. Your quarterback was Tom Brady. I don't know who is choosing Matt Jones as a quarterback first round to replace Tom Brady. You're talking about a dude who really ain't got no arm, really ain't got no get up and go as far as getting up out of Dodge. Bill Belichick, Kevin Feige. Who's the owner of the New England Patriots? Bob Kraft, Bob Iger. Did you make the playoffs last year? Or are you going to make the playoffs this year? You don't have a starting quarterback on your team. You don't. And your coach is your coach. I don't know what your coach need to go. Okay, Bob Iger. Bob Iger, what you doing? This dude is finna kill your movie company. I don't know how you don't. You got Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, dude. You can't lose money. That should be impossible. You should be printing money. With them, You're more established than DC Warner Brothers right now. And they got the big three. You came in and just, oh, we got Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. You can't make no money. How you taking L's? Here we go. Y'all will love this one. You know how we didn't like the first Captain Marvel movie? I'm gonna do it like this. I said, yeah. We didn't like the first Captain Marvel movie, right? Nobody did. It was sandwiched in between Infinity War and Endgame. Watch this. And this is just you knowing the comic book source material. We open up Captain Marvel. It's coming on between Infinity War and Endgame. In this movie, you have Marvel. We ain't got to explain it real quick. We don't. We can have it where Marvel is taking on a scroll. The first scroll. We get that interest right there. You don't. The comic book fan knows it's a scroll. We see the scroll is sabotaging what looks to be a cyclotron engine. We all know what that's going to be. We see Marvel. Don't matter. The actor name don't even matter. He ain't even going to be in the movie long. He not. He comes in, he saves Carol, covers her and everything like that. You want to spin it forward? Carol could have been taking her niece, Monica, on a science field trip or whatever. The dude jumps in between the explosion, saves Carol, and saves Monica. He succumbs to his injuries. Marvel dies. That's a dude. You know what comic book fans are saying? Oh, okay. They gave us Marvel. That ain't how he died in the comics. He did die, though. I see they trying to tie Monica origin story into Carol's and everything like that. The European male is satisfied. Comic book fans are satisfied. You just paid off Marvel. You just paid off Marvel, and you got Monica Rambeau in the same damn movie getting powers too. And because she low-key got her powers in an accident, that allows you to play loosey-goosey, footloose, and fancy-free with whether or not she's a mutant. See how that go? Then you could have had Carol go to the Kree homeworld, been brought there to the Kree homeworld, kind of like how you did with T'Challa in that Star-Lord series. You could have had her brought there. The Kree could have kidnapped and brought her there. She had Monica go run off to safety. Monica go run off and be with her mommy and daddy. Carol gets abducted. She gets brought to the Kree homeworld where they tell her that that they are at war with the Skrulls. Yeah, you could have did that. Don't know how you still let the Skrulls come to Earth, because that should not have been how that happened. You could have had it where Carol, the Kree, and the Skrulls, they get into an intergalactic war. That would have set you up for Secret Invasion. It would have. It would have. You could have had the Unibrain, the Omnimind, or whatever, wanting to take it too far, just like they did with Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Assembled. And they wanted to have a star gate too close to the sun. Carol get wind of it. Carol get pissed about it. She go take out the Supreme Intelligence. Got to help Kree repair their world after they've been at war with the Skrulls. The Skrulls are still sitting out there as a threat, as they should. Don't know what you had going on. We got Monica Rambeau, kid, being introduced right there in the beginning of the movies. You got a reason for her having abilities right there in the movie. You got Marvel right there in the movie. You can even put him in his red and blue costume, which would have been why Carol would have had a red and blue costume, as opposed to Monica pick out a nice little color combination for Auntie Carol. All you got to do is be a comic book fan to have conversations like this with people that read comic books, and they'll tell you, like, you know what, that could work. Now you just get a script together. Everybody and their mama likes the first Captain Marvel movie. You ain't got people pissed at you about the first Captain Marvel movie. Thus, now when you get ready to do Captain Marvel 2, it really can be Captain Marvel 2 and not just the Marvels. Monica Rambeau should have had her own Disney Plus series by now. That would have helped garner interest for the Marvels. You should have had Iman Vellani and Teyonah Parris showing up in various other movies up until the point where you got to the Marvels. But no. You Kevin Feige. Bob Iger, and I promise you, I still don't know how that dude, how much money has Kevin Feige cost Marvel? Kevin Feige is the Jimbo Fisher of Kevin Feige is the Jimbo Fisher of superhero movies. And I can't even believe I said that, but that's a fair analogy. You are the Jimbo Fisher of movies. See, Captain Marvel should have built that Marvel family up in a trilogy. Marvel is greater than Kara, is greater than Janice, is greater than Phyla. Maybe introduce Monica after her solo series to a third film. Tease Adam Bashir in the post. You sound like a comic book fan. They don't hire them at Marvel. Thank you, appreciate that. And I tell them they don't hire them at Marvel. They should. They don't hire them at Marvel. It's becoming more and more telling. Y'all can't have Deadpool 3 taking the L. And I know y'all not listening. Y'all can't have Deadpool 3 taking the L. And I'm telling you right now, I like Deadpool. I like me some Ryan Reynolds. I like me some Hugh Jackman. That word woke that folks using a lot. You need more than Halle Berry. I'm just gonna say that. I like Hugh Jackman. I said that yesterday. I like Hugh Jackman. I like Ryan Reynolds. But here's something you need to take into consideration. And you doing it, but you're not paying attention to it. The age of folks that look like me digging in their pockets to go see a movie, regardless of what that movie is, that does not have them in it like they're supposed to be, we're not inclined to go see it, regardless of what that movie is. The economy ain't where it's supposed to be for us to be doing stuff like that. So you need more than Halle Berry in there. I'm just telling you, you need more than Halle Berry in that movie for that movie to move the needle for me, because while that movie might be great, that movie might do numbers. Folks that care about what I care about, we're not pressed to see that movie until it come out in streaming services. I'm going to say that one more time. Halle Berry ain't it. She don't move the needle for me. You want people that look like me, think like me to go up in this movie, pay money to see this movie? The day and age of us just going to see movies like we did back in the day and we weren't in the movie, nowhere to be found. Let me give you a prime example. Avengers, the first one. I wasn't in that movie. I like Samuel L. Jackson, but for me to pay money today to go see the Avengers, you would need to have more than Samuel L. Jackson in it. You done fell in love. You done sniffed the Kool-Aid for far too long. He don't move the needle for me. I like Samuel L. Jackson. I need more than that. I need more than that. And I'm an astute person, so I'm going to find out what's going on in the movie. What is he doing in the movie? How much screen time he got in the movie? Me going to see a movie featuring a whole bunch of people that don't look like me, don't talk like me, don't act like me, don't move me. And I don't care who those people are. I got a Wolverine action figure at the house. I got a Deadpool action figure at the house. Matter of fact, I damn near got every superhero that's in Marvel comics at the house. I don't need the movie. And there's quite a few of us that have that. Got the comic books and the action figures. We don't need the movie. Better fix it. And Deadpool 3 is the only movie coming out. All the focus will be on them in that movie. Let them F around and find out. I'm just saying that I just need more than me in it. You got Halle Berry. That ain't enough. You better go get Michael Coulter from Luke Cage. You better go get Misty Knight. Everything always talking about all these people showing up on the set and everything like that. I don't see no color showing up on that set. I don't see no color showing up on the set. So I ain't saying you ain't got to feel that way. Me for mine, or especially that version of Aurora. I love Halle Berry. I do. That ain't enough to make me dig in my pockets and pay $20 for no ticket. A Deadpool 3 Fox Studios member Barry Fest of bad characters doesn't really interest me at all. Darwin not coming back. He could, because it could be coming from an alternate universe. He gone. And you had Darwin. Bishop gone. I don't hear nobody talk about Bishop. I don't hear nobody talking about no Darwin. You talking about Halle Berry. That's not going to move the needle for me. I'm just telling you. I'm sorry. That ain't, I'm tired of looking at that. It's one of the reasons why I got this channel up. I'm tired of looking at that. That's empty representation to me. And I know people are going to be like, man, you don't want to see it? No, I'm not in the movie. It's the same reason why I didn't want to watch Lord of the Rings. I don't knock Lord of the Rings. I believe Lord of the Rings is a great movie. All of them. I'm not in it. Ask me why I'm not a Star Wars fan. I ain't in it. I ain't in it. You can't keep. I think there's something wrong. I think there's something wrong for me to be continuously emotionally invested in characters that neither look like me nor represent me. I think something's wrong with that. So no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Because I think at some point in time that teaches you not to care about the characters that look like you. And if I go back to it, I know people don't, people can feel how they want to feel. The fact that I know Monica Rambeau's origin story. The fact that it was a sister that says she wrote and directed the story. The fact that Tiana Paris did not get the most screen time. The fact that she didn't get a third of the screen time. The fact that we did not do her any justice in regards to building up her story. I heard some people talking about where there was no room for Frank. You can make room if you want to. We didn't have that conversation in regards to Miss Marvel's family, right? Was not her mama, daddy, brother, and sister in the damn movie? Right. Crazy. We learn to keep making excuses for why others can have it and why we can't have it. And when those of us that ask the questions why we can't have it, instead of saying that's a great question, no, what we will do is we will come after our very own for even asking them questions. No, I'm not pressed to move to go see it. So shout out to D. Steezel. Yeah, I'm not moved to go see that. So I believe it'll probably be a good movie. Like I said, Hugh Jackman. I'm a Hugh Jackman fan. Ryan Reynolds. I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. I'm also a Halle Berry fan. Who all in this movie? And how long is it? Because I get more representation. I got more representation sitting at my table right now. I got more representation on my table right now. I got Shorty. I got Eric. I got T'Chaka. I got T'Challa. That's more color than they're gonna have in that movie. Yeah, it's got to be a hit. I believe it will be. I believe it's going to be a hit. I'm not disparaging the movie. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, if that can't be a hit, you can't make no hit. It's just, that ain't going to be. Ryan Reynolds, I like it. Hugh Jackman, I like him. That movie not going to move me. That movie not going to move me, and I'm not going to be pressed to see it. And it's going to be for the reasons that I said. I'm not in it. Now you will hear a lot of people in the meantime, in between time, talk about how important representation is and still run and go see the movie. Still run and go see the movie. And that's what that's going to be. They're going to say it's going to be a good movie. Two things can be true. It can be a great movie. It can be a good movie and still not have you in it. So how does that move the needle for me and mine if I went to go see the movie? It doesn't. What moves the needle for me and mine is if I sit up here and say, before the movie comes out, hey, put some more color in the movie. I already gave you what y'all could do with Angela Bassett. Put some more color in the movie. If they don't want to put no more color in the movie, I can't make them put color in the movie. It don't even do me no good to complain about them not putting no color in the movie. I just need to not go. But don't nobody need to ask me why I didn't go. If the movie don't do well, don't nobody need to be asking why the movie did not do well. There will be things that people have told you before that movie comes out that would have given you a clear-cut warning as to why that movie might underperform. The target audience, Fox MCU fans. That's the target audience. It's not Marvel comic book fans. The target audience, Fox movie fans, MCU fans. That's the target audience. That's the target audience. Notice I didn't say nothing about the comic book fan because the Fox studios never really paid attention to the comic books. That was their first problem. Well, the MCU, ever since phase 3, ain't really caring too much about the comic books. And Kevin Feige just told you that as far as he's concerned, the movie universe is their real universe. So as a comic book fan, what am I supposed to take away from that? Ain't no frenzy over there. Ain't no frenzy over there. Ain't no sync over there. Ain't no prodigy over there. Ain't no tempo over there. Ain't none of that over there. It's just the light-skinned sister, Aurora Monroe, who looked like and talked like she from America and not from Kenya. AAA video games have done a much better job. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna go up there and get me some of that what is it, Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Yeah, I'm probably gonna get me some of that video game. See, that's one of the benefits of having stuff like that. I can get my superhero fix on. We can get our superhero fix on anytime we want it. The MCU. When Fox was giving us them BS behind movies, I was playing X-Men Legends just to get my mind right. I ain't lying. I ain't getting the thing. I getting this right. I got to read some comic books. I got to purge my mind from all this stuff that y'all got going on around here. Good God Almighty Jesus, why would y'all do this to somebody? So that is what it is. But listen, y'all came and rock with me. This 12. This almost an hour and a half in. Good God Almighty Jesus. I didn't know we was going this long. This supposed to just be a lunch break. Listen, that's my time. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me. You could have been anywhere else for your lunch, but you chose to rock with me and the Rock With Me Nation. Thank y'all so much for that. Click, like, share, subscribe. Get the content out. We still stomping like a big dog to 900. 900 before 2024. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.